What's the deal, y'all? I'm back again with another episode of the AJ Red Show, and tonight we're back to talk about the Queens of R&B, SWV, and Escape episode 5, and the shit that's going on with them, and how they can't get along or get themselves together for this one motherfucking show. Y'all want to discuss it? I'm sure y'all fucking do. So here we go. It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Look, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Y'all ready to get into this next topic? Let's go. Hello. It's your boy again, AJ Red, your friend, your cousin, your neighbor, your homie, your co-worker, if you fucks with me like that. Listen, I'm back again with another episode of the AJ Red Show. Tonight we will be talking about Queens of R&B, SWV, and Escape, episode 5. Airing on Bravo and also on Peacock on Monday nights and Bravo on Sunday nights, I think at 7. But before I get into all of that, with that episode and all the commentary and the shit I got to say about the whole little situation with the episode, please, if this is your first time joining this channel or looking at one of these videos, please go ahead now and hit that notification bell. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that when I upload these videos, you can be one of the first ones to see it, comment on it. Excuse me, y'all. And give me that feedback. And make sure to share these videos with somebody. You know, your friend, your other cousin, your family members, you know, maybe even your coworkers if you fuck with them that way. If you have been around ever since the beginning, I appreciate you guys. Of course, like I always tell y'all, more than y'all would ever know. And I just have an issue playing with my hair, y'all. I appreciate y'all more than y'all would ever know. And thank you so much for the love and support. You guys are doing such a great job in the comments, fucking with the thing over there. And I got to get in the comments and see what y'all talking about, because like I tell y'all all the time, y'all be saying some funny ass shit. Y'all be sitting there saying, I'm the fucking comedian. But listen, y'all asses are crazy. But again, everybody like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you turn on your notification bell or button, because I did go live, and I'm hearing that when I go live, people don't get the notifications. And people seem to get upset with me thinking that, you know, I went ahead and uploaded something and didn't make them aware of what I was doing. And then I was sneaking in shit. No, I'm not sneaking in nothing, y'all. I was just trying to figure out why it doesn't give the notification. Man, on hell. Why it doesn't send out the notifications? Shit, eating myself. The notifications when I do the live. So make sure that you do have your notifications turned on. With that being said, I guess we're going to get right into the episode. I just been on here, me personally. I know y'all be asking me how I'm doing. I'm all right now. I hurt my fucking ankle and fucked up my hand, you know, over here. Old bitch doing old bitch shit. Falling down and shit like that, stumbling and falling all over the place and carrying on. And wasn't even fucking drunk. That was the sad part about the whole goddamn story. And having to go have this oral surgery, which I really do need to get that taken care of. Like I told you, I'm about to give me some new motherfucking chiclets in my mouth. Fuck what y'all talking. I'm be biting on all kind of shit. People, animals, chicken, them kind of animals. Anyway, getting into tonight's episode and Queens of R&B, SWV, Escape. Or should I say Escape, SWV? I don't know who the fuck to put first. I don't know who the headliner is. This I do. I'm the motherfucking headliner over here. Anyway, so the scene opens up with Tamika and Tasha meeting up at the studio to discuss issues, you know, family issues, and kind of issue out little apologies and stuff like that, and kind of move forward. Tamika's in the studio doing her, you know, what she says her thing, trying to feel the music and all this different stuff. And Rocket's sitting his old cheapskate, milk dud head, smooth covered almond head ass over there, so happy about the situation and about this, I guess, impending new music that Natasha's about to be putting out, or that she's already put out. And in walks Tamika. And so at some point, he decides to excuse himself from the room so the ladies can have a moment to speak to one another. And in that moment, they kind of talked about, Tamika pretty much told Tasha, hey, I went by Mama's house. I had Mama come over to the house. We had a little 1-2 supper. You know, we had a conversation. I apologized for cussing in our house and all that shit. And disrespecting her, and, you know, in your eyes and in Mama's eyes as well. And so Latasha was like, so how did that go? And Tamika told her it went pretty good. You know, they still hashed out things. They talked about some of the shit that was going on. Now, what was kind of bothering me was it was Latasha saying that they went through so many other things before and they've come out of it stronger and better. My whole thing is, why did you have that same frame of mind at the beginning of all this shit? You feel me? You sitting there crying and shit over spilled milk that you knocked over the motherfucking glass your goddamn self. So I don't understand why is it a motherfucking person could go out and hurt somebody else or intentionally hurt somebody else's feelings and then try to make themselves feel like the victim, which is what Latasha was doing. But somewhere in the situation, you know, she and Tamika, like I said, they discussed some things, shared some tears or whatever, got up and gave each other a hug, and they moved on from there and went about their motherfucking day and the rest of their business. I will tell you this, part of their conversation was mentioning, Latasha kept saying, oh, you know, it was just us, the three amigos, and my dad left. It was just me, myself, bitch, me, my mother, and Tamika. And you know, my mom was doing everything she could to make things work, to feed us, put food on the table, and do all this, that, and the third. Let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to prop this motherfucking ankle because I hurt this bitch. I'm so sick of hearing about y'all motherfucking daddy leaving. I'm so sick of hearing about that shit. First of all, y'all need to get the fuck over it. Because there's plenty of us that had fathers in our lives at some period and then decided to get motherfucking ghost. People sit around and say, well, I'm still dealing with some trauma from my childhood. You're a grown motherfucking adult. Grow the fuck up. Take your ass to therapy and grow the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, just like Miss Glow with that fucking second soprano wig, you stood standing in stagnation ass bullshit and feelings of something that someone else did. Now, with him leaving, we don't know what the fuck it is him and Miss Glow had going on. We don't know how their marriage was. We don't know if it was just, you know, irreconcilable differences or what the fuck was. If he was just a hoe, a jazz singer, a blues maker, whatever the fuck he was doing, and he decided to run off into the wild blue yonder and make a career for himself. We don't know. And nobody has actually mentioned, you know, what kind of was the cause of second soprano hair and their father separated. But at this point, honestly, we don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. Honestly, I am a very empathetic person, but when you try to play the role of sympathy and empathy and all that shit, looking for all this love and attention from somebody and all this, oh, I'm so sorry your father left you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. How did you guys ever make it? Fuck that. The rest of us made it without his motherfucking ass, and you did too, bitch. And so did Miss Glow. So Miss Glow need to get the fuck up by her feelings, and maybe she need to take her motherfucking ass down and get us some goddamn therapy. And all of y'all need to go sit down and have some fucking family therapy and get over this man, because I ain't seen this man. I ain't heard too much about him other than Tamika looks more like her father, which you can see that in the side-by-side pictures, and Latasha looks more like her mother. That is another identifier to me that Miss Glow, a.k.a. Second Soprano Hair, it has played favorites with these girls, and it drove a wedge between them. All that stuff about church and spiritual and all that, get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear all that. How can you be so spiritual and so church-like and so holier than thou and so, you know, wrapped up and tied up in the Holy Ghost, and you are at home, you're going out there to the Lord's house and serving him and showing the people how you can be and how you can be into the spirit and all this different stuff. Yet you go to your own house and you cause confusion and hell and nothing but division amongst your own children. Ain't nothing in that Christ-like. But anyway, moving on. The ladies hold dance auditions. They invite the group out. Both groups shows up, you know, to try and pick their dancers for the upcoming show. Candy at the present moment couldn't make it. Of course, Candy got other motherfucking endeavors and deals going on. I'm pretty sure that she already has her mind made up about it. Know that she gonna push through, so she ain't got to worry about doing, you know, making deals and having somebody else's decision in on that shit. She's not having to do all that. I'm still eating my own hat. What the fuck is going on? Shit like a motherfucking New England shit puppy. But what was I saying? Yeah, so they were doing the dance auditions. It seems like everybody was having a good time, especially Taj. Taj got out there and danced with the people and stuff like that. And the people, the individuals that were there, they all had skill, as they all identified them as. And they said basically, you know, looking at the overall picture and looking at the people and trying to pick the dancers, if they were not picked, it did not mean that they weren't good. It's just that I guess they weren't good enough. You know what they was looking for. So they have that little session. They do all that shit, have a conversation about the dancers. I didn't understand why the fuck they was going around trying to go, oh, I like so-and-so, such and all this. Y'all bitches know y'all have a problem with making y'all minds up about shit and making decisions, especially when y'all got to have conversations with one another and try to figure this shit out. I say, personally, just take the motherfucking votes, fold them up, and throw them bitches in the hat. And pull them hoes out. That way we ain't got to hear nothing. Everybody that made their decision, put something in the hat, pulled it out. That's what the fuck we going with. But anyway, they chose their dancers. And we're going to see how that turns out. I'm thinking the dancers going to probably outdance their motherfucking ass the way everything is looking. What else going on? SWV meets up to discuss show-making decisions. Like their wardrobe, what songs they're going to put in, and all that, all that jazz, what the playlist is going to look like. They continuously want to put Week on the playlist. Coco is saying that Week is one of their biggest songs, and I do understand that. But why it's one of your biggest songs, one of your biggest hits. I'm like, Candy, we need some upbeat tempo shit. Don't start your show with no fucking Week. Start your show with some other shit. Some shit we can move and groove to. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to come in there falling asleep like Candace said already. A motherfucker want to come up in there and dance around and do some shit. But nevertheless, we're moving the fuck on because apparently they're still struggling with trying to get the playlist out, right? So we get down to Tiny's house. Tiny and her daughter, Zonisha, or whatever, Zonique. They meet up. Apparently, Tiny's daughter is an upcoming, I don't know, rapper, R&B singer, or what. They didn't show us any of her skill on the episode, so we don't know what the fuck she got going on and how she's dealing with that. But Zonique wanted to talk to Tiny also about, kind of get, some insight and some background on as to what was going on with the ladies in the group. Tiny said that, Latasha showed up to the Orlando show and she had so much good high and positive energy that they couldn't believe it. And I'm guessing to myself, well, fuck, she signed an agreement and she about to bail out on y'all motherfucking ass in 2-piece out and go on her motherfucking journey by herself. So apparently, I guess she was a little high vibrational. But that's the energy she should be coming with every time, every show, every rehearsal, and stop the fuckery. Now, I will say this, as to where Tiny was actually on Latasha's, not really on her side, but trying to keep the peace. But I think now in this episode, we're actually realizing and seeing that Tiny's like, this is some motherfucking bullshit. This bitch playing us to the left, playing us like a simple old motherfucking baby violin, and I don't like the motherfucking shit. Now I see what the fuck it is Candy and Tamika was talking about, is what Tiny was saying. So it didn't get too much more further when it came down to the conversation between Zonique and her and her mother Tiny about Latasha. It's now to the point it's almost unfulfilling. But now we don't get down to the drama. I'm personally trying to find out how the fuck Lily can take her granddog down into the bathers and then wash the dog when she don't even like to wash her motherfucking dishes. But we'll save that for another day. They met up, I think both the groups met up to discuss, like I said, the wardrobe. And they met, excuse me, at, what it was, like a stripper store, basically, because you see everything that XSCAPE wears is always pretty much like, brisque or whatever. Is that the right word? Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. My burlesque, I don't know. One of them motherfuckers gonna fit. Take one. And these girls saying they too old to be putting on hoochie coochie, and stuff like that. They want to be covered up and dressed up. But I'm trying to figure out how Lily gonna sit up and say she can't show her body or put on anything kind of like the girls when you out here talking about writing a hot pussy book. You talking about respect and all this different shit here. And Coco was sitting down talking to her. Coco was saying, well, if anybody was going to write a book about pussy, it would be Lily and not me. Although Lily said I'm the nasty bitch, but no, she's the one. I really feel like Lily has so much talent. I don't think it's all in singing because shit, Coco is a singer. Taj can hold her own. Lily, I've never really heard her lead a song. And apparently from what she says, she can't really do too much on her own because when the group went left back in the day, she couldn't sustain on her own as a solo artist. I don't think she even knew which way to go. I didn't have a manager. I don't fucking know. But I guess Sister Hot Pussy, was the best she can come up with to come down here to the thing and have something to fall back on just in case these contracts don't balance out. Coco and Candy meet up down to the thing to go over the playlist again. Like I said before, Candy and Coco at first had good ideas. They were vibing where, where Latasha was in there fucking up the thing, and Coco was like, let's be on sisterhood, let's be on positivity and all this bullshit in here. And now all of a sudden, Coco being a difficult bitch. Now listen, I don't know what the fuck went wrong during this episode. My guess is basically that Coco must have ran out of not whoop a bitch medicine, her pills. And somewhere in the sixth episode, you're gonna hear her talking about she ran out her pills and her medicine, her scripture. She need, more medicine because she been on edge lately, and apparently she ain't been taking that medicine. And so I think y'all need to go ahead and Alakazam, watch out now before Coco clears the motherfucking room. She is in her motherfucking zone, and all the cattiness is coming out now. The claws is coming out. The same shit I felt that she might have done with the ladies with SWV is some of the same shit that I feel like she's presenting now. Jalen, Lord, I'm so tired of talking about Jalen, but apparently Jalen must have made a birthday since the show started because he was 19 when the shit hit the air, now he's 20. But anyway, brief overview and alert, Jalen has decided to go back to dental school this fall and get his education in and handle his business. Big ups to you, Jalen. I'm proud of you, dude. That's what you need to be doing. Getting your backup plan together. People say you don't need a backup plan, but this is 2023. And I feel like you always need a backup plan when it comes to the finances, what makes your bread or bring home the motherfucking bag and the bacon. So big shout out to Jalen. Thank you for going back to school and making good on the opportunity that your mother has provided for you. Because like I said before, many of us was not afforded that opportunity. And I'm glad that you realize now it was the best route for you to go. So yes, now getting down to more of the drama, right? So the ladies meet up at the stripper place, the stripper dress shop, with a couple of guys to fit them and figure out what they're going to wear and all this different shit. Let me tell you, I understand now why a lot of these motherfucking female groups does not make it. Because they get on their motherfucking menses, they come up in the room, they come up in the thing acting a motherfucking fool, they having a whole goddamn ego, they want to have a fucking control struggle and shit like that. These bitches went back and forth over rhinestones or not rhinestones, black and white, I'm going to do black and white. I don't want to do black and white, I want to do silver and white. What in the fuck are y'all doing? You bitches are really forgetting the whole motherfucking goal. Y'all on this side over here, y'all are pretty much close to broke. So y'all need to come up with some motherfucking ideas and some ways of managing not wanting to have your way with everything all the time. I do understand you guys are relevant and your ideas are relevant and what you think matters. But if it's going to be that motherfucking big, bitch, put an outfit on, look good in it, go out there and it's your vocals we looking for. Yeah, we checking out your outfits. Fuck, we checking out some of y'all's hair too, but y'all don't give a fuck about none of that because Lily still ain't changed that red motherfucking wig. I don't know what she over there doing. There is no way in the world. I don't give a fuck how broke you are. They got bitches around here on food stamps and government assistance on Section 9 and shit. Getting them checks and probably still going down and working 6 months out the year and doing tax time. They get more motherfucking money than your ass do for working all year long. But yet they manage to switch their motherfucking units out every time you look around. I done work with women that come up in here. The bitch got burgundy hair today that's short. Then she come in with hair down to her ass that's blue. Then she come in the next day with some midriff shit that's platinum. Then she come in again the next day she auburn. Then she, brunette. It's like, confuse me, bitch. Fuck my head up and make me not realize or understand how many motherfucking head pieces you got up in that closet. Make me guess. Switch that shit up. Because like I said, Lily shit only be glistening and shining and greasy and whatnot when she gets in her personal interviews. When she come in talking to the girls, the hair looks like it's been down there at the motherfucking Sahara, in the Sahara Desert. Or she just snatched that bitch off the dummy and put it on her head and probably just brush it out a little bit and put a few curls in there and bump it. And I ain't gonna say the curls was up in there all the time. But get y'all motherfucking shit together. We are tired of seeing women that are 50 plus and damn near women that are on their way to 50 and plus. And y'all mothers, moguls, entrepreneurs, icons, and y'all over here acting like motherfucking baby fucking idiots. I see why female groups do not get along. I see why female groups do not make it because there's always some bitch in the group that thinks she's way better than somebody else and she got her motherfucking arrogant ass on her shoulders. And a lot of that shit has been taking place on the show. There's a few that have not been arrogant about the whole situation. I will say Taj. She's put her ideas out there. She's put out there her thoughts and what she felt about some of the shit that has gone down when it comes to the show taking place. Tiny. She don't give any way the wind blows on her. She like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I want to make this money. But now that even Tamika was kind of the same way. Candy, borderline. She a struggle freak too. She a power freak. You know what I'm saying? Because she's used to holding that role. But y'all get in a room and can't even fucking decide upon a uniform. Then y'all want to decide on. At first, you bitches was concerned and complaining about who gonna co-headline, who gonna come out first. If we gonna come out together. Now you bitches are talking about who gonna come out last. Now you want to be you want to be the opening act and the grand finale. Y'all bitches are just fucking greedy. You're fucking greedy and you're not trying to understand the motherfucking purpose and the goal. Y'all need to fucking do better. All that arguing and shit. Then they call Tiny Diana Ross. Now listen, Tiny, listen up and listen at me good. I know you and T.I. and most of your money came from T.I. because XSCAPE ain't made that much motherfucking money because at the end of the day, we all know, Tiny, no disrespect and no shade. If you're not married T.I., you'd probably been around there like Tamika and Tasha trying to, work down there at the Panera Bread somewhere or down at the Smoothie King or the juice joint or somewhere like that trying to make the ends meet or go down there to the water company like Lily did and get you a fucking job or something like that. But at the end of the day, she married money. So now she's gotten to be very motherfucking spoiled behind the scenes. And they say, baby, she likes to have a whole motherfucking piano in her dressing room. This is what I don't understand about people that have money. Y'all do some of the stupidest motherfucking shit I ever seen in my fucking life. But then y'all turn around and say, oh, it's my money. Yes, it is your money. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. Why don't you help somebody else with that motherfucking money? Why don't you help somebody, lend them a helping hand and get them off their ass? Do what Candace doing. Go on Cash App and send a couple of motherfuckers some money to help them pay some college tuition. Dorm room fees, card notes, some rent, shit like that. Y'all need to help give back to the community. You sit around here talking about a fucking a piano in your dressing room. That is so fucking stupid. Now, my question only now is, can Tiny play the piano? Ain't doubting her skill. I'm just asking a question. I'm asking for a friend. But it just screams stupidity. It screams diva. It screams all this shit. Not just Tiny. A lot of this shit now, they're peeling back the layers. It ain't even but 6 episodes, and we're starting to see everybody's bullshit and fuckery, and their mean girl ways. You know what I'm saying? Let the mean girl out. Now, we all knew that, Tasha was a mean girl. She's been acting like a bitch ever since the shit aired. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yes, she's been acting like a straight up bitch. She's been acting mean towards her sister. She's been acting mean towards her group. She's been acting mean towards SWV. The only one she ain't been being ugly with is Second Soprano Hair and that smooth head talking son of a bitch over there that she married to, which ain't nothing but downright trash. That nigga is trash. I don't give a fuck what you say. I can pinpoint trash from a mile away. I can pinpoint an opportunist from a mile away. And that's just what the fuck he is. So, they seem to not come around again because one of Lily's things is this some stupid shit. She loved that comment, that statement. That's one of her biggest phrases. And she was basically saying it's some dumbass shit. And Coco was like, she was telling Tamika, Tamika got into something about shut the fuck up, y'all acting like a baby and crying and shit. I'm sitting there saying, is this shit about to come to blows? And then you got Jalen standing behind his mama looking all crazy and mean, mugging the girls on the other side of the sofa, because I'm guessing by him being there with his presence, he feels it's part of his duty to help defend his mother if some shit happens or jumps off. That's why you should have left Jalen ass at the house. I understand you want to have Jalen around to show him how the business is going, but his ass need to be go over there trying to get his tuition together and get his motherfucking registration fees and all that shit together down to the schoolhouse and be getting his life together. But it is just, again, one of these things where I'm seeing black women that is on a network or on a channel letting a white man, I don't give a fuck what you say, and I'm saying a white man could be a black man in power, a Chinese man in power, an Asian man in power, a white man in power. But the powers that be, let me say that, since we blot out the shit with color, because I ain't racist by far, but I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say. But the powers that be, y'all are letting them use y'all and drag y'all out to make a goddamn fool out of y'all because they're getting probably more money than you getting on this show being aired on here. And then they were talking about, they finally showed SWV's record sales and XSCAPE's record sales. The margin, it ain't that, like Candy said, it's not that. SWV has outsold XSCAPE. They have. But not by a huge number. Not by a huge number. So I want to say, I think they came up with an idea, and I think they came to terms with some kind of outfit they was going to wear. I'm not really sure. I don't really give a fuck. But moving right along. XSCAPE meets up to discuss business. And they are confronting Latasha about her husband receiving kickbacks from the promoters that have been in the past hiring them and getting $20,000 to $30,000 on the back end and not letting the ladies know. This is why I said Rocky is not to be trusted. He's not to be trusted in business. He's not to be trusted in a marriage. I don't know what the fuck he's like as a father, but I don't trust him in that area either. I just gonna give him 3 X's around the board. But Latasha is sitting there acting like she don't know what the fuck is going on. Tamika passed out a whole business report, bitch, with all the fucking text messages. And she gonna sit there and look at the paper and she gonna say, so y'all honestly tell me y'all believe that Rocky was doing this? Ain't nobody taking no kickbacks from no promoters and all this. Bitch, you a motherfucking lying. You knew about it because the text messages sit there and said that Rocky told the fucking promoter, let me make sure to have Tasha talk to the rest of the girls to get all them on board because she's going to listen to them. And we need all 4 of the motherfucking girls to make this money. And so therefore, apparently you made it seem like Latasha is in charge of the motherfucking girls when she ain't in charge of shit. She ain't in charge of her own house and her own fucking life, dealing with your low-grade ass. The bottom line is, this whole little season, the shit that has come out about Latasha and Rocky, old, bad, ugly-eyed, sniffed-out, coked-out looking old Beetlejuice looking motherfucking ass, the shit that done come out about them ugly his ugly motherfucking ass, because I can't say she ugly, because she not ugly. You know, I can't give her that one. But your fucking ways are ugly, so I still include you. Y'all ugly motherfuckers with your ugly motherfucking ways. Your ugly bitch. The bottom line is you knew what the fuck he was doing because he showed you those text messages. And even if you had not seen them or there was no text message there proving that you knew about it all and that you and Rocky discussed this shit prior to meeting with the ladies and going on these shows, the proof is in the motherfucking pudding, bitch. They gave you all the motherfucking information. They printed the fucking text messages out from the motherfucking promoter and sent them to you. How they got this information, I don't know. Maybe Rocky didn't turn good on one of his motherfucking deals and then get that man what the fuck he asked for or something. Somebody had laid around there and flipped on his motherfucking ass and loosed them records. How y'all know this Rocky? Bitch, the phone number is on here. That is his motherfucking phone number. Tamika was saying his phone number right there. That is his phone number. We all know that is his number. So don't come acting like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. That's the same bullshit she pulled when it came down to saying that girl's $30,000 plus was missing from the motherfucking royalty checks from Sound Exchange. You and your husband over there talking about y'all make so much fucking money, or he's saying he makes so much fucking money, and I'm gonna dig in this shit, I'm gonna drive it on the fuck home, because the one thing I can't stand is a lying ass nigga. Especially when you lying on your dick and lying on your money. Because you're lying on your dick, first of all, saying you ain't been out here with all these other women and this child ain't yours. But bitch, I'm waiting to see what Danny got to say about it, because it's going to come out. We're going to get to hear about it. We're going to. Because it's out there now. You feel me? We're going to find out about it. And all this bullshit about federal court and all that. Suing somebody. Sit your old Maybach music head motherfucking ass down, bitch. Ain't nobody finna pay you a motherfucking dime. What you might need to do is be glad you don't get locked up some motherfucking well. I think XSCAPE need to sue the fuck out of him and that promoter. I think Tamika need to go ahead and lay it down for Rocky and Latasha and let them bitches know she ain't to be played with. Fuck all that bullshit talking about, we couldn't host them Christian girls. We was raised in the church and all this different stuff. You was raised up in the church, but you still out here shaking that ass and trying to make that money. So stop trying to live a double motherfucking life and make us think you're something that you're not. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say you don't love the Lord. I won't say that. But if you loved him the way you preach and talk about it so much, my only thing is I feel like that you would have by now given your sister some kind of grace and respect about this whole factor. I feel like you would have moved a whole lot better and more graceful when it came to the decisions that you were making, when it came to the group, and when it came to your solo career. There's nothing wrong with sometimes being selfish. Let me say that. That's part of loving yourself, because sometimes, especially if you're a person like myself or some others that I know, if you always giving shit, then you look around and you ain't got nothing left. No matter what it may be, financially, emotionally, sometimes even physically and mentally, you give all that shit away to everybody else. And then when your time come around and you're like, I feel like Iyanla say, what's in your cup is for you. What run over out that motherfucker is for them. So with that being said, you know, sometimes you have to do that. But my thing is, do it with respect, do it with decorum, do it gracefully and maturely. And that way you never really have to worry about, you might have some motherfuckers talking about you. You know what I'm saying? They still may not like the decisions that you made, but at least they can't say that the way you moved was out of fashion, or that it was disrespectful. It was business etiquette 101. Don't burn bridges. You know, they can't say that you fucked up the thing. They can say, well, yeah, the bitch left us, but she at least came to us and talked to us about it and told us what she was doing. But she was moving in silence as you've done before in the past, like Candy told us about. And the thing about it is, you need to get your husband about your motherfucking business. Like literally, if he's not going to do right and he's going to have you with this kind of image that you've been having the last couple of months or so, if he's going to have you in that kind of image and have you in that kind of energy where everybody that's around you, you have nothing but conflict and discord with, that is not going to work out for your higher good, sis. Trust me, I know. I recently, yesterday, did some shit that I am so disgusted with my own self. I made a mistake yesterday, and I'm so utterly disgusted with myself, but I have to forgive myself for things and then move along accordingly and make certain that I don't do that again. Period. It's like, you know, that's the thing with people. You do shit to other people, and then you don't have the gumption to apologize. And if you do apologize, it's some lame ass shit. I don't believe in that. So y'all need to, baby, get it together. They ain't neither one of y'all songs. I think there was 702. Get it together. Get it together. I'm still working on it. I'm gonna bring y'all something. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all something because I got some pipes. Be fucking around too much. But anyway, that is all I got for these bullshit ass ladies with this bullshit ass show and this bullshit ass lies they keep turning up on this thing. Drop down in the comments. Talk to me. Let me know how y'all feel about Latasha's move solo. Let me know how y'all feel about the ladies with this show. Do y'all think it's going to happen and come to fruition? Let me know how y'all feel about them with these outfits and them being so fucking difficult, picking outfits and all this other shit. Drop down in the comments. Holler at your boy and talk to me. Tell me how y'all feeling about even my show. And tell me again how much y'all love and miss me, because I tell y'all all the time how much I love and miss y'all. And it's the truth. That's why I had to tell me I can't wait to get my funky ass back up on here and start talking some more shit. Right? So, but anyway, that is all. That is it. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for rocking with me. I really do love you all. Before I go, please do not forget to like, thumbs up. Don't forget to share these videos. If you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notification bells. So again, you can get these notifications when I upload these videos and when I go live. Because when I go live, I went live, Saturday, last weekend. And it was kind of fun. I didn't really expect it, but I mean, I was out and about, out of town, and I needed to see y'all. I needed to talk to y'all because y'all was hitting me up. Y'all was like, when did you bring your ass back on here and talk about this apology tour? And baby, I came on in and gave it to y'all. And y'all going in for the guards. Let me know how y'all felt about it. And I appreciate every bit of it. I'm here for all of it. Anyway, love you all so much. Love yourselves. Keep your high vibrations up. Stay positive. Don't fall into negativity. I'm telling y'all, it is so easy and so tempting. I did it, and I'm still sorry for it. But don't do that. All right? You don't need to know all my business and what the fuck I did. I don't know, what bitch, what you did? None of your fucking business. But anyway, listen. That is the journey, and that is my issue to fix. And I've pretty much fixed it, and I'm going to continue to. I'm working on myself as well. But love yourselves real good. Love yourselves real hard. Put your arms around yourself and love yourself real tight. I love you guys. And love yourselves. Only love those who are willing to love you the same in return. Because again, we are not giving away free love. We love to love people and give away free love and do all that stuff. Y'all, my ankle is swollen like a motherfucking ham hock. But yes, love on people. Hug somebody. Tell somebody you love them today. Somebody, shit. You can be the man. Well, don't do that to the man on the street. He might leave running and try to follow you home and get your booty or something. But anyway, tell somebody you love them. I love you all so much, cousins. I appreciate everything you all do for me. And until the next video, peace.